4 people, 1 boat, 3,000 miles, 40 days. This is the Force Atlantic team. They're in their last training week before undertaking the Talisker Whiskey Challenge from the Canary Islands to Antigua. The team is made up of Captain Scott Pollock, Warrant Officer Class 1 Victoria Blackburn, Staff Sergeant Philip Welch and Sergeant Laura Barragan. The Military of Defence base here at Thorney Island is home to the Force Atlantic team for the next week before their boat is taken to the Canary Islands ahead of the challenge commencing in December. They will be training on this water behind me for the next 7 days, and they say they're more than ready for the challenge ahead.
It is a little bit mad. The enormity of the task is probably what drew us all to it. More people have gone to space than they have rowed an ocean. I think that statistic alone is quite impressive and illustrates just how difficult this challenge is. So we're trying to cross the ocean in the quickest time possible for a mixed team. The record sits around 42 days, so we're trying to do it under that. Over those 42 days, our shifts patterns will consist of 2 hours on, 2 hours off. And in our off period, we're not off. We've still got to check the boat, do all the boat administration, look after personal administration. So actually, when you get to the crux of it, you're probably looking at maybe 30 minutes sleep each shift off.
Are you anxious about being in such a small, confined space with 3 other people?
Do you know what? Not really. We can cope with that. We can live in small, confined spaces. We're in the military. We've been trained to do all this kind of stuff before. A lot of people actually say it's more a mental challenge than a physical challenge, and I'm starting to agree with that hugely.
Whilst they're undertaking the challenge, the team will consume about 1 million calories. This has all got to be packed on the 8-metre boat. Sergeant Philip Welch is the team nutritional lead.
It's not like the basic energy gels and your flapjacks and your protein. You've got to go beyond that, because what you think you might want out there, you don't. So we've gone for salt, savoury, dairy, high fat, also a bit of protein and things like that. So to try and just health and well-being, not just performance.
Captain Pollock, how are you feeling on your last training session?
I think I'm looking forward to it now, because we've spoke about it for 2 years. As a team, we've been together for 18 months. We've gone through, we think, every possibility and spoken about, all the different circumstances, the components of what makes a successful ocean row. And actually, it's now time to put our money where our mouths are. We've spoke about it, we've trained for it, we've gone through all the different procedures that we think we need to do, and that's based on all our research we've done. So yeah, I think we're now ready to just go with it. It's accepting that, that is quite small, that is quite tight. Phil and I do like hugging each other when we're in there together. There's no way you can get around that. But actually, it's part of the process. You don't row an ocean in all its comforts. You row it in adverse conditions, and this is it.
This challenge is a feat of endurance that will test the 4 rowers' physical capability and their mental resilience to the extreme. But the team are keeping themselves motivated and determined.
The biggest thing that's motivating us is raising that money for the RBL. We've spoken about hopefully breaking the mixed team record, which is getting kind of closer and closer and bigger in our minds to aim towards. And yeah, it's raising that money for the RBL, because once we're out there, it's down to us, isn't it? But yeah, our family and friends meeting us at Antigua, that'll always be nice. The cocktail on the beach to the end, perfect. But really, it's helping the RBL and raising the money.
I think it's now put in practice everything that we planned. So force and feel is very much, I don't kind of get sucked into that. I'm very much focus driven and process driven. So my objective will be getting us all safely to the end of the ocean.
Ellie Costello, GBNews.